Hey, it's Friaza here, and today I'm going to show you how to make an NPC which follows and attacks you when you instigate a battle with it using ROBLOX Lua and ROBLOX Studio 2013. First you want to open up edit mode or build mode or whatever, preferably build mode so that you can be chased. And we'll want to start with a base NPC, so I'm going to go into workspace here and make myself archivable or archivable, however you want to pronounce it, so that I can be copied. Now when you've got the green tick here, right click copy or control V, then control V or edit paste, and now you have a clone of yourself. I'm going to rename the NPC to Friaza, and I am going to insert basic objects, and I'm going to insert a string value into the Friaza, and I'll name it target. The target's value will be nothing right now, but it will have a value soon. And inside the torso I'm going to insert a script. Insert basic object script, and I'm actually going to move that target into the torso just for convenience. Target equals script dot parent dot target, and me equals script dot parent, which will be the robot's model or enemy, whatever you want to call it. Right shoulder, which will be rs, equals script dot parent right shoulder. I'm going to be using a lot of dot touched and animation stuff, so if you haven't learned that, as well as velocity projectiles possibly, let's check out dot touched and stuff, animating. Now to start this off, function punch part, which will name whatever is punched part. The function name is punched, and we want punch to activate when our script.parent, which is the torso, is touched. Connect function name, which is punch. Voila, now we have a function. We want one variable for now, which will be punching. Punching equals false. If punching is equal to false, then punching equals true, so that our function only activates when we're not punching. And rs.c0 equals rs.c0 times CFrame.Angles 0.25, and I'm going to put that in a loop for rs loop equals 1,10 do, which will mean 10 repetitions, as you'll know by now. Wait 0.1 end, and tab that out with the tab button. And if you've followed my animation tutorial before, you'll know that this is changing the CO of the right shoulder, which we tagged here earlier, to itself times the angle 0.25, which is basically the axis that makes your arm move up and down. Like if you pointed at the screen, this would be the effect of what's going to happen to this robot once the loop's over with. Now I'll want to reverse this loop once it is done, so copy, paste, and minus instead of a plus here. So after the loop's over, it will go back to minus 2.25 or whatever. It'll go to 2.25 or in reverse, or yeah. Now what now? At the end we'll want oh, not there, because here we'll want punching equals false, so that if punching is false, it will run the punch function and then enable it again by changing punching back to false. Voila. And also when the player's torso is touched, I'll want this script.parent.touched Or you could put me.torso.touched connect chase. You might be wondering what chase is, but I'll show you now. Function, oh, what a wee space here, too close for comfort there, punching variable. Function chase part end. Target dot value equals part dot parent dot name, and before that's if part dot parent find first child, and humanoid is not equal to null, or you don't even need that, just if you find first child humanoid then is enough. But I like to put is not equal to null to keep myself in check with my habits. And tab this. Now this target value will be the person who touches the robot's name, allowing us to chase them. Now for I equals for chasing equals 100 do end. Now here comes the new part. You see in the humanoid over here, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see like walk to point and target point, and you'll notice that these are free argument parameters, or vector free, whatever you want to call it. This function, this inbuilt function we'll be using is called, well, I'll just type it out. Me dot humanoid move to. Yeah, move to is actually quite a common function. You use it to yourself too, like to move your character by teleporting them. But you can also use this to make your character follow people by doing it with a humanoid. If you use move to with a character, you'll teleport to a position. But if you use it with a humanoid and type in the two arguments here, which I'll put the comma for, you'll move towards them, basically chasing them. Now, our first argument here is a position, so we'll want a vector free. Or in our case, we can just use part.parent.torso.position. So yeah, and for the second argument, it wants a part. So what better part than the torso of whatever's touched us? So part.parent.torso for the second argument, and that means we'll move towards the person who hits us for 100 repetitions, and we want the repetitions to be nice and short, so 0.25, meaning that it won't last very long. So if you want to be chased to like the ends of the earth, change that to whatever you want. Okay. Oh, actually, that's a little short. 0.1 might be better, which is like 10 seconds. Back then it was chasing us for like 2.5 seconds, which isn't an awful lot, unless you want a kind of indecisive NPC, which is like, you hit me, it's okay, you can walk off. But I'm going to change it to 0.05. That should do it. What else do I need here? Well, might as well add damage. And part.parent find first child humanoid is not equal to null, then part.parent.humanoid.health equals part.parent.humanoid.health minus 25, and v equals instance.new body velocity, and I'll parent that to part.parent.torso close bracket. You should know about some body velocity instances, and the second argument here being the parents. So we're inserting the instance of body velocity from basic objects into the torso of the part's parents. v.velocity equals me.torso.cframe.look capital V vector times 50. v.max capital F force equals vector free.new math.huge math.huge, and for the last parameter math.huge and close brackets. And also here I'll want the body velocity to move pretty fast, so game.debris add item inbuilt function, and I want to add v to the debris in 1 second, and part.parent.humanoid.set equals true. This is going to be one heck of an NPC. If punching is equal to false, then end. This means that it will stop chasing you momentarily when it's punching. Let's test this though to see how many errors we have so far. Okay. Huge, a number value. Oh, I thought something was wrong there as well. Let's see, torso script 25, max force, vector feed math.huge, math.huge, math.huge. Maybe it's this actually, without the close bracket and open bracket. Whoops, silly me, sorry about that. You don't need to open and close bracket for the math.huge part, I often get that mixed up. And now we have a deadly NPC that will keep chasing and punching us, and will hopefully stop punching us any second now. Yeah, there, it will stop punching us and kind of give up until we instigate a fight with it again. Poor robot. Now once it stops chasing us, I want to make some additions to this robot NPC. So here ll equals script.parent left hip, rl equals script.parent right hip, and now we've tagged the left hip as ll and the right hip is rl, and here I'm going to do I'll need another variable here. Okay. Walk count equals 0. God, this is actually quite confusing now that I think about it. I'm trying to make a walk cycle here. ll.co back here. .co equals ll.co times CFrame.Angles 0.1. If walk count is less than or 10, then is less than or equal to 10, then I'll do this. I wouldn't copy this part by the way because it's probably going to be wrong. And RL, I'll do the opposite, minus 0.1, and add a wee else if here. Else if walk count is greater than 10, then the This won't be a perfect walk cycle, really. I'm just rushing through it to try and show how it would be done. And here, if walk count, no, I'll add that afterwards actually. And if walk count is equal to, let's say 10, 0 is less than 10, should be 9, okay, less than 10, that's 10 repetitions, is equal to 20, then walk count equals 0, end. Okay. Now let's test this out. I'm going to change this to 80 though, just to shorten it down a little so we're not being chased to the ends of the earth. Well, this is the most ridiculous walk cycle ever. Okay, I don't really have an NPC I was trying to make, but what did I even do? Okay, let's stop this monstrosity for a second here. I'm not sure what went wrong there. Jesus. Maybe this would be better in its own function actually, now that I think about it. So this could work, I just needed like 5 minutes to set it up, and I don't want to waste loads of time here, so I'll leave it out there now. But what I would do in that situation is I would add another function here called walk cycle, and it would just run through. I'll do it actually, I'll just do it, it'll take a second. Script.parent.touched connect walk. If you want to add multiple punches and stuff and kicks and stuff, you could connect an R punch function or a left kick function and stuff. So you could just start off like this and then add more functions as you go along. So yeah, this function would be called walk. Function walk part. And maybe I shouldn't have deleted that. Oh, left leg equals right hip, except we want it to be left hip, and the same for right hip. Right hip. Here we go. For I equals 1, 10, do, end. I'll call this pose 1, and then pose 2 will be backwards walking, so that will be 10 loops too. And put in the weights here. I'll tab it in a second, it looks really confusing now, but bear with me. ll.co equals ll.co times CFrame.Angles 0.2. Actually, make it really subtle walk, or actually really dynamic. And for the right leg, I don't know why I put them in opposite directions last time. It's because they move in opposite directions, but that I was neutralising it by making them move in the same direction, which was quite amusing actually, but stupid nonetheless. 0.3. Oh, that needs to be RL here. And for the pose 2, that'll be when we're moving our legs back the way, so that'll be minus. And this only does it once, so what we'll want here is for repetitions equals 1, depends how long it's going to be, 4, 2, and weight 0.1, 0.1. So this will be 1 second, 2 seconds, and this will be 5. So what this will do is it will spend 10 seconds running through these loops, because 1 second, 1 second, which is 2 seconds in total, times 5 repetitions is 10 seconds, and we'll be chasing them for 10 seconds, so that works out perfectly actually. Now just to tab this out so it doesn't look so complicated. And there we have it, another wee end forgetting mistake. That's why tabbing out is always useful. That should be the errors sorted out there, unless I deleted something I shouldn't have earlier. Now note that the walk cycle looks ridiculous now because the walk was already messed up from before, but normally this would be a pretty decent walk cycle. Although it ends a little short, but just ignore that. It just needs some fine tuning. And now we have a ridiculous Friaza who will follow us and punch us for 10 seconds to the ends of the earth. Stop following me already, crazy robot. So yeah, this will probably have loads of errors if you touch the torso twice and stuff, so I'd work with that a little bit, but anyway, for this chasing thing I'll want to add a projectile. So what I'm going to do is put if chasing is equal to 40, which is halfway through, then end. In case you've forgotten what this does, the loop here's name is chasing. Normally the loop name does nothing, but in this case we're going to check if it's 40. If the chasing is equal to 40, and then run this, because what chasing does in the loop is it runs through number 1 to 80 every 0.05 seconds. So eventually it will hit 40, and when that number hits we'll want to run what's inside this code here, which will be the projectile code. So x equals instance.new part workspace, x.shape equals ball, x.cframe equals me.torso.cframe times cframe.new 0 minus 5, and x.brick_color equals brick_color.new bright red, x.transparency equals 0.5, f equals instance.new fire, x z equals instance.new point light, x just a new feature Roblox has done, and xv, which will be the velocity, equals instance.new body velocity, xv dot velocity equals vector free, no sorry wrong thing, equals me dot torso dot cframe dot look vector times 60, xv dot max capital F force equals vector free dot new math dot, same as before with like what we did when we blasted the player forward from the enemy's position, math dot huge, math dot huge, math dot huge. Learning from our mistakes, aren't we? And that's our wee projectile, but just to top things off, game dot debris add item, whoops, what am I doing, sorry, add item inbuilt function, x, and we'll want to add it in after 5 seconds. X dot top surface equals smooth, x dot bottom surface equals smooth, which is down in the parts section somewhere near the bottom. Here you'll see like top surface, bottom surface. I like to keep it smooth so it's not got like studs and inlets and stuff, because that looks blocky and it's not very attack like. Also, after we change the shape, x.size equals vector free.new free minus 9. Now let's see if this works. We might need to add it to, I think we actually need to add it to workspace after we add all this, so I think I had a problem with this before, so I'm actually going to keep the parent adding until here, x.parent equals workspace. And we moved to CFrame, didn't we? So we don't want to CFrame it before it even exists in workspace. That would be very bad. Now this will probably be better, so bear with me. Oh cool, no errors. And here we have our wee point light fireball which shoots out halfway through the loop. And yeah, we now have like an annoying persistent running NPC which looks like a total goon. And if you follow my velocity projectile thing tutorial, then you'll know like you can add a script to that projectile doing damage to whatever it hits. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you. I'm sure a lot of you have been struggling with this sort of thing, so hopefully it'll be of use to you. God, look at him run like that, is so amusing. Goodbye players.